a Carlisle 14-inch tire and Carlisle tube. Carlisle makes really good tubes and tires, but I'm really impressed with this tube. How thick and just the condition of it is real nice. I like using WD-40 as it lets everything kind of slide around. I don't want to get a wrinkle in the tube and then it tries to air up on itself, kind of funny. So WD-40 is better than like a water-based soap lube, because that water will get in the tire and or get on the rim and rust it. I like to air it up about halfway, let the air out. That kind of helps the tube kind of spread out evenly within the tire. If not, there's potential, like I was saying, to have a kink, and then as you get it really full, that kink splits. So the bead hasn't quite set on the back yet. I'll watch that. Let me put a little WD-40 on there. It should seat down real good, but WD-40 really helps everything seat down very well. You will hear a little air leaking out. That's not from the tube, it's from the air that was inside the wheel or inside the tire, between the tire and the tube, and that'll stop leaking here in a second. And the rear is seated well, and that the air that's between the tire and the tube is now, sounds like it's just about out. The tire here says to go up to 44 psi. I've been going about 35. Again, this is just an old hay wagon. So one thing I do here at the end is to make sure that tube's not going to pull out when I release this channel lock plier. It should stay in place, but just in case, I don't want to lose that tube nozzle. But it's all good. Not too bad. I got a little scratch right there. Again, I'll touch that up at another time, but that's mounting the tire. Let me roll it up with the others and then we'll get to the back and start working on the wagon itself. Well, there's all 4 wheels and tires ready to go to the back. Here's the 4 tires that came off that hay wagon. As you can see, they weren't really holding air very well. So went ahead and bought the new Carlisles, and then that's a wheel that I painted because I thought, I mean, it's the same size, it's a 14 inch, but I worked and worked trying to get the tire to seat on this lip, and it never would. So all the other wheels that I had, the tire seated just fine. So something about the lip of that wheel, just not really compatible with the tires that I got. Well, there she sits, wheel and tireless right now, but just about to remedy that. The deck is going to come off, and I'm going to go with C-channel runners, the 2 runners that span the entire length. Previously, this is my grandfather's trailer, and previously he had sandwiched 2 2x6s together, and that worked, but then the wood tends to rot out over time, and I've heard wherever possible to use metal, use it, so that's what I'm doing. I will still have a wood deck, but the rest of the runners and then the slat boards that go, you know, that way, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Those slat boards will be C-channel also. Bearings are good. I wonder if it's going to hold. It may not even be high enough for my tire. Let's see. Well, we gotta come up some more. Gotta reposition. Major sketch. Alright, let's see if that got it. Maybe. Whoa. Touch more. Oh my goodness, these lug nuts are so rusty. And some of them are smaller than the others. The outside diameter, they're still the same threads. So the goal is to get this trailer pulled up to my front at my shop and start cleaning off this deck. But before I do that, I want to take some measurements. First of all, the height of the deck needs to be higher. It's going to start rubbing. But the reason why it's sagging so low is because the runner boards are rotted, so the deck's sat down on them. I think if I go with like a 6 or 8 inch channel, it'll give plenty of clearance. I noticed the one in the front was very tight tolerance also. That's what I was referring to on the tight tolerance. Maybe about 1 inch clearance. But then at the same time, you got to see how this runner is squashed down onto that main board, whatever they're called, and then, you know, because this thing's rotten. So if it had a true 6 inches, then that would lift that up another couple of inches and then it would work.